Hello my fellow med students, nursing students, PT students, and hypochondriacs still freaking out over a pruritic bump. This is not medical advice, but it could be polythelia. If you're a male, there's about a 1 in 18 chance you've got a third or even fourth nipple. Now freak out about that in a moment, but first watch this video and find out what else that bump could be. My name is Sebastian with Dr. Images MD, and this video uses pictures to teach you about Bullous pemphigus in a way you won't forget. If you haven't watched the Vulgar Pimp's pustules about Pemphigus vulgaris, I suggest you watch that first, but if you have, let's go ahead and get started with Bullous pemphigus in this video, Bullfrog Pimp in the basement. Now the basement has stairs going to it, and is clearly darker than the upstairs. In the basement we have our Bullfrog Pimp. Notice that he once again carries the IgG antibody cane and a pimp hat, hence Bullfrog Pimp is Bullous pemphigus. This is once again an antibody-mediated disease by IgG antibodies. But this time, they're attacking the hemidesmosomes. Here's one now. Notice it's a half leg of genes, so it's hemi to the desmosomes above. It is still involved in the same intermediate filament network, but now it's connected one cell to the basement membrane, or basement lamina. The frog I chose to use is modeled after the old cartoon logo, and thus BP occurs in elderly patients, as compared to Pemphigus vulgaris. The old-fashioned frog means elderly patients. You'll also notice that even though the disease involves his legs and the rest of his body, his mouth is nice and healthy, as Bullous pemphigus does not commonly have oral mucosal involvement. Now let's add what happens when IgG destroys hemidesmosomes. Once again, their disruption leads to blistering. But you'll notice now the drywall is intact, and it's the inner parts of the wall that are affected. That's because hemidesmosomes are in the basement connecting layer, and thus the outer layers are unaffected. Only the deeper connections are affected. This means the blister is tense and does not easily rupture. If scraped, it has a negative Nikolsky sign. Hence this penny next to our pimp instead of the nickel seen in the Pemphigus vulgaris image. These tense and firm blisters show infiltration of eosinophils, and thus our frog is pink-faced to remind you of eosinophils. There are also pink circles in the blister itself to help remind you of eosinophilic involvement. The final thing for this image is the liquid in the basement. You'll notice the liquid is green on top. After all, it's a basement sludge pond where a pimp frog lives. This shows us the immunofluorescence of Bullous pemphigus, where there's a linear pattern of the junction where the epidermis meets the dermis. The final two things to note is that Bullous pemphigus does not show acantholysis on a Zenk smear. This is another differentiation between it and Pemphigus vulgaris. Our frog is also alive and well. Most patients with Bullous pemphigus do not succumb to this disease. Your skin stays on and you live. I hope you enjoyed our video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and in about a month, check out our website at drimagesmd.com, where we'll have all our own material for free and invite everyone else to upload their own. drimagesmd.com will be a free site to share this type of learning material. I hope you come check it out. I'm Sebastian with Dr. Images MD. Have a productive day.